And now, sci-fi mamacita.
I say, what's up, party people? Welcome to Tuesday in the Galactic Cafe. What's up, party people? How are you all today? I hope you're doing great. Pulse check. Tell me how you are in the comments. Let's go through the chat. Hello, Miss Connie Cleary, my co-host. One of my co-hosts. Co-host Vic is still around somewhere when he wants to be. So, by the way, today is co-host Vic's birthday, so I have to play something here in a second after I introduce everybody. Hello, Michael Morris. How are you? Yes, the Muppet Family Christmas Special was 1987. I remember. I was alive then. Yeah, I was almost 10. So, yep, that's true. So, okay, hold on. I got to go find it. Hold, please. Which one is it? Hold on. There we go. Make that full screen. Whoops, I didn't want that to open. Okay. It's opening everything I don't want it to. Figures. All right, now let's make it full screen. And where is it? There we go. Happy birthday, co-host Vic. You know where you're at. Wasn't he a cute baby? He was so ornery. I had to wait 6 years for him. I had a lot of trouble getting pregnant after my first baby. Autumn, the producer, and co-host Vic are 18 months apart. Yeah, that was fascinating. 2 in diapers. Look at that. Look at that smile. Me ornery. Yep, it's the last year of his teens. Too bad. Grow up. No. Can you tell a theme? He loves Batman. I'm sorry I can't show you guys over on TikTok. I have to figure out. I got to figure out a lot of stuff on TikTok. I just need to, play around with it, I guess. That's Baby Shimmer right there. Director Shimmer. That was our trip to St. Louis. Look at that. When his hair grows out funky, it's like poofy. Like he needs a haircut. I don't know if he got a haircut yet or not, but he needs one for before tonight's drag show. And it's like all curly down the front and it's all shaved, somewhat shaved in the back. There he is. Love that shirt. Oops, I forgot to crop that one. That was last year in Michigan. Happy birthday, co-host Vic. You're amazing. I love you. You know it. You know I love you. All right. So what's everybody up to today? Hey, John the Beagle Dad. How are you? Hello. Us. Hope you're doing great today. Thank you so much for stopping by the Galactic Cafe. What was that? Oh, I know what it is. All right. So I'm putting together a Grammys mini Mombie. It should be out anytime. It's just trying to, the Grammys used to put together like a really cute presentation and I can't find it. Maybe I'll go look for the nomination video. Maybe. Hello, little bear. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. All right. So the Hollywood Bowl stage got a new name today. And it's very well fitting for the man who it's named after. It is now called the John Williams Hollywood Bowl Stage. So congratulations, John Williams. You are one of my inspirations. And I think you're fantastic. Yeah, happy birthday, co-host Vic. Yep. So she may be the producer. Well, she's at school right now. So this okay. You did 30 calls today. Wow. I don't miss being on the phones. Don't miss it one bit. Yep. Oscar Isaacs told Reuters that he refuses to work with Disney after the Kimmel, in solidarity with Kimmel. And they said that they've been offering him some Star Wars scripts and stuff for Poe. And he says, I don't think so. And he's even told the MCU to bugger off. So that's saying a lot from Oscar Isaacs. Zooey Deschanel and Charlie Cox have a new movie coming to Prime. It's called Merv. It's a dog-like story. So watch for that. We lost a legend overnight. Sally Kirkland passed away. I saw her. I've seen her in so many different things, but Jennifer Tilly, it was actually the one that brought that to our attention online today. So send some good thoughts and prayers to Sally Kirkland's family. There was another one that passed away. It was a Japanese actor. I not seen him before, so I wasn't quite sure. And I didn't want to botch his name. Hold on a second, guys. What the flag norm? All right, there we go. So that's all I got for news of the day. So let's go, well, at least for that kind of news, but let's go over to goodnewsnetwork.org and see what they've got cooking today. I get all of my good news from goodnewsnetwork.org. Check it out. It's really cool. All right. Ooh, T.S. Eliot. I like his stuff. Ooh, sorry. My bad. Winder. Where is all the knowledge we lost with information? Makes you think. Makes you think. So, happy Veterans Day. If I am remembering my grandfathers, my uncle who served our country. My uncle, Dennis, was one of the last groups to get drafted. And my dad didn't have to serve because he's technically the namesake of the family. And I don't have any brothers, so I just kept my last name, my maiden name. So to my cousin who served as a field medic, to our family friend who served in the Air Force, to anybody out there who serves to protect our freedom, JRC 99 US, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. We here at Sci-Fi Mombie greatly appreciate you. The sacrifices you guys make to protect our freedoms. Thank you. I am happy that I pay tax dollars to support your VA benefits. And I will keep doing it because you guys are important. So, all right. Happy Veterans Day. Woman who never watched soccer loves new. Oh. Isn't it kind of funny? Like, you don't like things, but then when you're like kind of pushed towards the sport, you kind of start liking it. So this lady in West London, oh, sorry guys, Naomi Oberhauser, was never a fan of soccer despite living in the country that invented it. And she never had any intention of falling in love with the global game either, even after she toured a $15.50 a month apartment in West London and marveled at the almost complete view of the Premier League stadium pitch from her window. She simply thought it was a cool place to live and moved in. I was actively searching for the apartment and some of the flats were available, Oberhauser said, referencing a block behind the stadium's east stand. The view is amazing. I never watched football before I moved in. I was never interested. Okay. I gotta stop. I gotta stop yawning. Okay. Now I'm a huge Brentford fan. See? It's pretty good. Hello, TJ Adams Falconer. Welcome to the Café. So are you like a real falconer? That's totally awesome if you are. I'd like to know more. I think that's a very cool thing. And I think it's lost a lot of following over the years. But yeah, that's cool. So Brentford FC are one of 6 clubs from London that play in the Premier League, England's highest division of professional soccer. Over the last 4 years, they've captured the hearts of many neutral fans for their plucky underdog spirit. All right, okay. Sorry, guys. underdog spirit mixed with a remarkably advanced strategy of buying players and planning out tactics using data. Is this the same league that Rexingham is in? Somebody tell me in the chat. I don't know. But, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McInnery from Always Sunny in Philadelphia bought Rexingham. So I'm just curious. Their home field, called the G-Tech Community Stadium, is small but ramshackle, and Oberhauser can see almost the whole pitch from her West London window, with just the goal at the end closest out of her view. There you go. That's fantastic. I love that view. Very cool. Now, here's what I love. There are not a lot of people left in this world that if they found a wad of cash would turn it in. I would, and I have. I have found, I've found money before. I've in the parking lot. I don't keep it. I walk it right back into the store because I have no idea who it belongs to. It's not mine. So this teenager from Australia's Gold Coast comes the story of an honest young man who handed over $3,500 he found at a gas station and was repaid manyfold. 17-year-old Josh Passe was the first to notice a wad of Australian dollars sitting on the cement outside Fox's pantry. The dough had fallen out of the pocket of a local tradesman, Daniel McClellar, who runs a demolition firm. McClellar had visited the convenience store in Tugun to buy a coffee on his way home from dropping off a load of scrap metal for recycling. McKellar didn't notice that the money had fallen out, and as he climbed into his car and drove home along with his wife, at just that time, Pache arrived on his bike, noticed the cash, and turned it over to the teller without any hesitation. Not long after, the tradesman called the shop on a wing and a prayer, asking if the money had been found, and received startling news. A young man handed it in rather than taking it for himself. But who is this underage good Samaritan? McClellar had only the CCTV footage of Passe to go by. He took to Instagram to share his experience and asked, could anyone help me find this person? So here's the post on Instagram. It didn't take long for the internet's magic to work, and soon Passe's mother saw what had happened and reached out. McClellar wanted to offer Josh a $1,000 reward for his honesty. It's pretty rare to find the younger generation having a good moral compass and obviously knowing what to do, being the right thing to hand in the money, Mr. McClellar told news.com.au. That's just not it. Ooh. Sorry. Once face-to-face, McClellar gave Passe the $1,000 and heard that it was his goal to save up for a pickup truck. So he offered him a labor job through his contracting business, as well as launched a GoFundMe on behalf of the team. It's since raised over $10,000 for the truck, just $1,100 short of its ultimate goal. In addition, McClellar took the other $2,500 that he had left over and donated it to another GoFundMe to help fund brain surgery for an advanced cancer patient, reasoning that he had already made peace with the money being lost. Recovering it was a surprise and a blessing, but one, he said, he thought was the best way to pay it forward. That's great. I was never expecting the money back. I thought once I lost it, I was expecting someone to have taken it, he explained. I definitely had not expectation to get it back. So in my mind, it was already gone. That's wonderful. So here's the young man with a moral compass. Congratulations, Josh. That's fantastic. I love stories like that. All right, let's see here. Micronesia sanctuary to protect waters of 4 Atlantic island and critical habitat for whales. Cool. That is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's the Azores, Portugal. Wow. I'd like to stand and look out across the Atlantic on that ledge. That would be cool. Governments and conservation NGOs celebrated the passing of a resolution to create the world's most ambitious marine sanctuary, cleverly named Macronesia. The area in the northeastern Atlantic would protect 32 species of whales and dolphins, making it one of the most significant migratory routes on Earth. The announcement followed a resolution made at the International Union for Conservation of Nature's IUCN World's Conservation Congress. Oh my God, that's a mouthful. Which took place last month. IUCN is the world's leading international agency for the purpose of conservation, a sort of NATO or UN for protecting species and landscapes. Cool. The resolution passed with 96.5% of all possible votes, establishing the framework for the Micronesia Sanctuary, consisting of the waters surrounding the Azores, Cape Verde, the Canary Islands, the Madeira, and in the Atlantic Ocean. The concept of Macronesia and its subsequent resolution to establish it was spearheaded by the Canarian conservation NGO called Loro Parque. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not saying it. Founded by a German biologist. I'm just going to call it Laurel. Has undertaken conservation projects all around the world, saving 18 species from extinction over the course of 3 decades. That's great. But founder Wolfgang Kiesling, hope I said that right, never took his eyes off the most substantial inspiration, the concept of a Macronesia sanctuary, which he shared with renowned German marine biologist Petra Demar, something like that. The Micronesia Sanctuary represents a shared aspiration between science institutions and society, said Kiesling in a statement. Its approval by the IUCN. Okay, April, spit it out today. God, demonstrates that international cooperation remains the most powerful tool we have to safeguard ocean biodiversity. All right, I don't want to see your stinking ads. Go away, Google. All right, that's cool. 84% of all species of dolphins and whales in the Atlantic pass through Macronesia, making it as significant a site worthy of protection as could be found anywhere in the ocean. That's great. Cool. I like that too. We got to protect animals. That is our one. That is one of our mandates. Grand Egyptian Museum finally opens in sight of the pyramids after decades of setbacks. Ooh, that's cool. A $1 billion. Hello, Demon Keeper 24, Fastball BYU, Flapjack 32, Shavin, and Cutie. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Hope you guys are doing great today. A $1 billion museum built to showcase the finest of ancient Egyptian artifacts has finally been opened in Giza after more than 2 decades of planning, building, and setbacks. Fireworks and drone light shows lit up the desert night. Below, a gala of Egyptian elite, heads of state, and foreign dignitaries gathered around the spectacular building to celebrate the opening. Comparable perhaps only to classical Rome and Ming China, no civilization has physically endured as much as the dynasties of Egypt, leaving behind millions of artifacts and buildings. Seeking for a generation to build a showroom for the cream of the archaeological crop, the Egyptian government hopes its opening fully demonstrates the state's commitment to protecting this heritage for all time. We've all dreamed of this project and whether it would really come true. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said during a press conference per Reuters. He then called the museum a gift from Egypt to the whole world. That's awesome. Here you go. Look at that. Nice. Wow, $1.2 billion price tag. Grand statues. That's nice. That's pretty cool. I like the architecture. Let's watch a little bit of it. Sorry, I have to keep muted because it's copyrighted. Wow. Look at that. You can see the pyramids from it too. Very cool. The front kind of looks like the Louvre. The triangle at the front of the Louvre. But it's a pyramid is what it really is. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. You can see the pyramids from it. All righty. Nice. All right. Besides co-host Vic being born on this day in 2006, I had to remember. Oh boy. 204 years ago today. Oh my God. I'm not even going to try. Born in Moscow, numerous literary critics consider him the greatest novelist in all world history. Most of his major works are considered masterpieces and are given out to students in literature classes all around the world. Dostoevsky books have been translated into more than 170 languages, and one large poll conducted via television viewers ranked Dostoevsky as the 9th greatest Russian ever to live. He was born in 1881. I don't think I've ever read any of his stuff. Friedrich Nietzsche called Dostoevsky the only psychologist from whom I had something to learn. That's interesting. Right. Other good news on this day, Hans Christian Andersen's The Ugly Duckling was first published in 1843. The final recording session for the Beatles' Rubber Soul album produced the last 2 new songs to finish the album. Paul's You Won't See Me and John's Girl were completed in 2 takes, and the LP was in record shops a couple weeks later, 1965. Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, proclaimed its independence from Britain, 1965. Angola gained its independence from Portugal, 1975. 3 U.S. prisoners of the Vietnam War were released by Viet Cong to anti-war activist Tom Hayden in 1967. The Church of England voted to allow the ordination of women to become priests, 1992. New Zealand Tomb of the Unknown Warrior was dedicated in Wellington, 2004. Today in history is Veterans Day in the United States, also known in other countries as Remembrance Day and Armistice Day. Yep. 104 years ago today, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which I have got to see, that was pretty cool, was dedicated at Arlington National Cemetery for deceased U.S. service members whose remains had not been identified, a tradition first practiced by the British and French. The first unknown was chosen in a ceremony that presented the exhumed remains from 4 unidentified American soldiers buried in the cemeteries in France. A highly decorated Army sergeant chose the 3rd casket from the left. The unknown then received the Medal of Honor, the Victoria Cross from Britain, and other awards from foreign countries, all of which were entombed with the casket on this day. The U.S. unknowns who had been chosen from unnamed graves in World War II and the Korean War were also recipients of the Medal of Honor presented personally by U.S. presidents who presided over the funerals at the new Memorial Amphitheater located outside Washington, D.C. The tomb's north and south panel is adorned with 3 wreaths on each side representing the 6 major battles engaged in by American forces in France. The west panel is inscribed, "Here rests in honored glory, an American soldier known but to God." So, okay, didn't they exhume some of these bodies and they did DNA testing and found out that they could identify some of them? Am I making that up? I could have swore they did. The first unknown soldier brought back from France was interred at the bottom of a 3-level marble tomb with a rectangular opening in the center of each level, into which the unknown remains can be placed through the tomb and into the ground below. A stone slab rather than marble covers the rectangular opening. The tomb is open 24/7 and is guarded 24/7 since 1937. Yep. 107 years ago today, World War I officially ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, when Germany signed an armistice with the Allies, a moment that is annually honored throughout the Western world with 2 minutes of silence. Known as the Great War and one of the deadliest conflicts the world has ever known, it killed 16 million civilians and soldiers in 4 years. And it all started when a Bosnian Serb nationalist assassinated a Austro-Hungarian heir to the throne in 1914. The great powers of Europe quickly divided into 2 camps, France, Russia, and Britain against Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy, and the Turkish Ottoman Empire. The U.S. entered the war 3 years later, only after 7 U.S. merchant ships were sunk by German submarines and a telegram was intercepted that had offered troops to Mexico to help win back the territories of Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona in exchange for them joining the Germans. Yep, there you go. Although the post-war Treaty of Versailles brought into being the League of Nations, the first international organization dedicated to maintaining world peace, the collapse of 4 empires at one time, the German, Russian, Ottoman, and Austro-Hungarian, the shifting of so many national boundaries, and the creation of new countries in the war's aftermath, as well as a heavy financial burden falling to Germany, resulted in ongoing resentments, revolutions, and the rise of totalitarianism, there we go, fascism, and Nazism, 1918. 71 years ago today, J.R.R. Tolkien's The Two Towers was published, the second volume in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and a continuation of Tolkien's inceptive mythology introduced in The Hobbit. The high fantasy novel set in Middle-earth became so popular back in the 1960s it was a cult classic and later made into a Hollywood blockbuster. The New York Times praised the book, calling it an extraordinary work, pure excitement, unencumbered narrative, moral warmth, bare-facing rejoicing in beauty, but excitement most of all. Another notable critic said, no writer, save E.R. Edison, has ever so satisfactorily and compellingly created his own mythology and made it come vividly alive, described in some of the most Cheryl beauty prose that this harsh decade has seen in print. The book opens with Aragorn searching for Frodo and finding Boromir mortally wounded by arrows, saying that Sauron's army had kidnapped some of the hobbits. After the captors were attacked by the riders of Rohan, the hobbits soon escaped into a forest inhabited by giant tree-like Ents. Gandalf, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, along with King Theoden and daughter, oh my God, I always forget how to say her name, Éomer, don't kill me, prepared to defend Gondor in the coming war against Mordor. Meanwhile, Frodo and Sam have discovered and captured Gollum, who had been stalking them during their quest to reach Mount Doom and destroy the cursed ring. Sam loathes and distrusts the former owner of the ring, and Frodo pities the poor creature, which promises to lead the pair to the Black Gate of Mordor. He leads them instead to the lair of a giant spider, oh my God, giant spider, who stings Frodo, leaving him lifeless, and the orcs carry him away, but Sam is on their trail. The book ends with the line, Frodo was alive but taken by the enemy, 1954. Happy 65th birthday to Stanley Tucci, the actor, writer, and director producer who made his film debut 35 years ago in Prezi's honor. Is that how you say that? Prezi's honor? Ugh. The former model returned to his fashion roots in the iconic film The Devil Wears Prada and Devil Wears Prada 2. It's coming. And rejoined his co-star Meryl Streep playing Julia Child's husband in Julie and Julia, of which he said, "I'm food obsessed and it was just one of the happiest experiences ever." He authored a cookbook, The Tucci Table, Cooking with Family and Friends. By the way, he's married to Emily Blunt's sister, which is awesome. She's really nice lady. And now has a popular food travel series running on CNN. Stanley Tucci's Search for Italy. I love that show. It's fantastic. Other film appearances include Deconstructing Harry, Road to Perdition, The Terminal, Easy A, Captain America, The First Avenger, The Hunger Games, and 2015's Spotlight. Stanley Tucci won 3 Emmy Awards and was nominated for an Academy Award for his supporting performance in The Lovely Bones in 2009 and was nominated for a Tony Award in 2003. His 2020 project was The Witches on HBO, a dark fantasy comedy film directed by Robert Zemeckis based on the book by Roald Dahl, which co-stars Anne Hathaway, Octavia Spencer, and narrated by Chris Rock. He also played the dad to Emma Stone, Easy A. He was born in 1960. That's the good news of the day. What do y'all think about that? Tell me in the chats. Hello, Val. What's up? There's my cousin. She's so awesome. How are you doing? Fred. FKHC 2005, otherwise known as Tim. What's up, man? Oh my God, Becky, y'all have been talking. Did you miss a rant? No, I didn't do one today. Nah, I didn't feel like it. She may be the producer, but she will never hear. Oh, yeah. She's at school. That's why. Mm-hmm. This day is pounding on you. I'm sorry. Got more Lego build. Do more tomorrow night. Cool. Well said. What's up, Sentai Ranger Donnie? Happy Veterans Day, Remembrance Day, Armistice Day. Hope everyone is well, despite the Gozier situation. I don't know what that is. You'll have to tell. Is that Godzilla issues? So I'd walk to the nearest animal shelter and give it to them. Okay. Okay, I'll look that up here after a while. Hello to Connie. By the way, thank you, Stream Elements, for helping me with all of my bot issues and helping me promote not only my social media, but my friends' YouTube pages. So if you need any help with that, with your podcast, check out Stream Elements. By the way, I am not sponsored by them, but I appreciate them. Yepers. Mm-hmm. Connie gets it. Who knew? Vic had a birthday, you bet. And it's the last birthday of his teens. Hey, what's up? How are you? Doing good? Yeah, I don't know how to say it. So there you go. It was the one from Vietnam. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember if it was Korea or Vietnam. So, okay. I know that they've been doing a project to identify all the servicemen that North Korea returned to us. So from Trump's first administration. So today also marks a quarter of a century since the tomb of the unknown Canadian soldier was dedicated in Ottawa. Oh, okay. They found out who the person was from Vietnam. His name was Michael Blossy. Okay. That's great. The Lord of the Rings. That would make a great movie. Oh, wonder why that would make a great movie. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody who joined. Welcome. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. Hello, Ramiro, Nancy, Jolene Buckingham, Eric, Shallow, Cheesy Soul, I think it's how you say that, Abby, Miss Val, Grace, Crew, Lizzie Clark, JKTQ. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Hope you guys are doing great today. the 80s Lord of the Rings was good, especially the song Where There Is a Whip, There Is a Way. Okay, I don't think I've seen that. We are short-staffed today. I'm sorry. That always sucks. I refer to finding that wad of... Oh, okay. Good afternoon. I had someone get mad at me for saying hail once. Oh, I don't care. You can say hail. Oh, I bet I know who it was. So I continued to go into their streams and say, howdy. Okay. Fred, that is the Return of the King cartoon. Lord of the Rings kicks ass. So good. So good. We need more. Well, we won't get more, will we? I don't have anything to talk about on Taco Tuesday. So what are we talking about? It is sad I don't got anything to talk about. And the stuff that I would like to talk about, I really don't want to. I don't want to talk politics. So, actually, well, never mind. So, I need some more comedy. I'm really sad. Okay, I guess I'll talk about this. So, my favorite place in the whole wide world to be is the Blue Room Comedy Club. However, guys, what were you thinking? The Blue Room is no longer, and they are now called Springfield Comedy Club. They've had to change owners because they fell into arrears and shorted Margaret Cho $10,000. Ouch. What were you guys thinking? I thought you guys were doing better than that with all the name talent you were bringing in. So they never heard anyone use hail for hello. Really? Well, we only know it because of military and Star Trek. So anywho, a new teaser trailer for Toy Story 5 debuted this morning. Oh, did it? Did you guys hear about the did you guys see the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic? It broke records within 24 hours. Am I kidding you? No, I shit you not. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. Let's see. I know hail from Doom. Yeah, exactly. I know it from my grandfather used to. My maternal grandfather used to be ornery and yell it across the house. What I use hail from hello. Oh yeah. I just say howdy because I'm just a Missourian in the Ozark Mountains. Okay. Hello, Sonny Swamp 72, Lizzie Clark, Ava. Welcome to the Galactic Café. Hope you guys are doing great today. So, anywho, I'm sleepy and I've got to go. There was no work last night in the Instacart market. I was so upset. So, but oh well, is what it happens. I figured it would be very funny, Tim. He's being portrayed by his nephew. So let's not go there. Okay. Let's not do that. A lot of people have their theories on his skin color, but he truly was a black man. Okay. So, hello, Douglas Kennedy 45. Welcome to the Galactic Café. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with persons of color. I hope you're not saying that. My good friend Jason P. Hunt of Sci-Fi for Me TV recommends seeing the new Running Man. Ugh. Remake. Yeah. You know how I feel about that. Hi, Hawk. What's up? Hello, Stevie. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you guys are doing great today. Where's Doomy? What? Who's here? Yes, he was. He's black. I mean, I just don't get Hollywood and all these remakes. I'm sorry, reboots suck. Continuation. Come on. Do a continuation. Don't do a reboot. Do you hear me, Seth MacFarlane? Don't destroy Smokey and the Bandit. Okay. I'm evil. Just saying. By the way, thank you to Gene Roddenberry, who served our country. Thank you, sir. Miss him. Miss him a lot. I'm so ready to go back to regular Trek now that the Kelvin universe is dead. Oh, did I say that out loud? I love the new Michael teaser trailer, but I shall wait till it's home. Yeah. I get you. But I was happy to see that they actually hired his nephew to play him. That was smart. Hello, Truth Seeker and Amir. Welcome to Galactic Café. I want to see the Madonna biopic trailer. I don't know. Have they started filming that one yet? So we'll see. Yeah, I know. Yes, he did. Yeah. So, damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor. I'm a country doctor, not a poor man. Oh, God, I love. You know what? I should do just like a show of Star Trek memes all day long. I think that would go over great. It works for Mrs. No apologies needed. Yeah. Hello, Hotfoot89 and not me. Hello, crew. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. We're talking about the new Michael Jackson biopic right now. So, and other movies that are coming out. So, I want to see Predator Badlands, like really bad. I love Predator. So, oh, okay. But don't forget, there is no streams this week except for Thursday night, which is, of course, in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio dedicated to the Orville. And I've already got my stuff ready for it. I've got some really good clips for Thursday's quotes of the day and the countdown. So come join us. It is season 3, episode 4, Gently Falling Rain. So if you haven't been watching the Orville, what are you waiting for? Announce the Orville. Stop stalling. Okay. Hello, Sophia Loren. Wow. And a palm, like in your face. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Hello, Tilly. So Sally Kirkland. I hadn't heard about her in years. So this is sad. We're losing a lot of our legends. Hello, 2025 year for me. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Hope you're doing great today. Don't forget to smash those hearts, smash that like button, share out the stream, please, and thank you. Even though the stream's almost over. So there's still time to sign my Star Trek leadership change petition. No rush or pressure. You have another petition out there? Every time okay. Every time I sign one of your petitions, it tries to swindle me into a donation. I shouldn't have to be forced to give money if I want to sign a petition. I'd like to sign a petition to have Mike Kehoe impeached, but anyways, I love your yeah. Well, I need a break right now, just for a little bit until I start very special holiday streams. So, man, T-1 month to my birthday. Holy crap, we're already there. I know. Yeah, sometimes you got to take a break. There are times where I just disappear off social media because I can't handle it. It can get overwhelming. So, especially when you're doing all the work by yourself. I am not old. You are. My good friend Robert loves Predator Badlands. Yeah, I want to go to the theater. My boys went and saw Back to the Future in IMAX, and they came out loving it more. For now, I stand by the notion that there are just two Predator movies, the first two in my head canon. Well, you don't like Alien versus Predator? I thought that was great. Yeah, I'm old and wise. You are, huh? I'm old. Tim, you're old. My Speaking of old talking, my daughter decided last night after I picked her up from tech week training for her play this weekend at school. Mom, I just don't understand why you can't act your age. You're almost 50. Really? Really? Well, first of all, yes, I am almost 50. I'm by next month, I'll be 3 years shy. Second of all, I spent too much time of my adult life fat, like morbidly obese. I started out at 417 and I'm at 235. I'm 35 pounds to my goal weight. It's so freaking hard. I'm trying. I really am. Writing down my food, watching. The only thing I can think of is that I'm not exercising. And when I lost the best, I had an exercise bike and I was doing Leslie Sansoni Walk at Home Miracle Miles. And that's the one where she incorporates the walk in place with the light aerobics. And then she does like a whole jogging portion on with it. So my other problem is motivation. Just can't get motivated right now. All the shit that's going on. Well, it's not going on anymore. I refuse to participate in it anymore. People suck. So I might give a few other Predator movies a try at some point. I like the Alien versus Predator movies. They're really good. And I love Predators, the second movie. The new animated one, where they go back in time, is really good too. I was up to 220 and now I'm about 190. See, every time I try to cut soda, I go right back to it. I'll figure it out. But my job for 13 years helped too. I do a lot of manual work. Yeah, that's true. That will help you. Yeah. I know people suck. Yeah, they do. They're horrible. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's taken a lot of work. And then my ex-husband had to make a comment that I look like I'd gained weight. No, I haven't. My scale proves it. No. My weight loss doctor said, your fat is redistributing itself again. I said, yes, I know. Thank you. If I could just get all the skin removed, I'd be happy. So I know, John. I know. That's why I avoid the unless it's like somebody I really truly know on my posts and stuff. I normally don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to the scale. Yeah. Well, I pay attention to the scale because my doctor makes me. So I cannot go back to where I was. My 3X fleece is now loose on me since that's good. That's good. This is a 2X and it's swimming on me. I'm in a size 20 jeans, which actually I was down into an 18 and I hadn't been in those size clothes since before high school. So I can make a joke here, but I won't. You're not a gentleman. What are you talking about? Okay. If you got to make a joke, do it with style. Or as the joke, never mind. I was going to quote the Joker, but I'll leave it alone. So, anywho, you got to do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. I learned that a long time ago. I kept saying that in I used to do Tops. Do you guys know what Tops is? It's kind of like Weight Watchers, but it's a better organization. And this cute little lady, I will never forget her. She came up to me after one of our meetings, and that was the first time after the kids were toddlers and I was losing weight. It was like 2010. And she said, honey, you can't lose your weight for your kids, because we were having a discussion in group that night. And I said, what do you mean? And she's like, you have to do it for yourself. You can't just lose weight for your kids. I'm like, yeah. And then my occupational behavior therapist, after I had gastric sleeve, told me the same thing. So if two sources tell you it, it's true. So you're a gentleman? Well, if you can't joke, you got to laugh. I love comedy. But I'm hoping that with the reorganization of Springfield Comedy Club, I need to go see more shows is what I need to do. It's just money's been so tight lately, and now it's the holiday season. So what I really want to do, never mind. I want to go to Boston for New Year's, but I can't afford it. I want to go to LA in February, but we'll see. We'll see. But anywho, if you have any new shorts or anything going on your channels, put it in the chat. Let me know, and I will make sure to promote you. I like to pay it forward here. All right, guys, I got to go back to work. I need to go get me some lunch too. I'm hungry. So don't forget, nothing tonight, nothing tomorrow night. Galactic Cafe tomorrow beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. And then Thursday, of course, Galactic Cafe, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. And Thursday night in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio. So we're both Thursday. So come join us. Can you guys believe we're already in season 3? That went fast. You're off till Thursday. Well, that sucks. Do you know I've been working 7 days a week lately? Because I have to side gig lately, thanks to something that happened over 2 weeks ago. But anywho, story of my life. I kind of didn't have to over the summer. I was really excited about it, and then I have to pick it back up again. But it is what it is. So I'm going to miss the annual dog and pony show tomorrow at work. Dog. Oh, like your corporate is coming in. Yeah, I don't miss that with my job. I used to work in the office, and they would let you wear jeans and t-shirts, but if corporate showed up, you had to be in office attire. You had to be in business casual. So I always had to have 2 sets of clothes, But now that I work at home, I don't have to worry about that. I don't miss wearing business casual. You can't accept me in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. Screw you. I've been to SoCal a few times, but Boston is on your bucket list. Yeah, you know what? I've driven through Chicago, but I've never stopped. So, yeah, I've been to the East Coast. I've been to DC, but anything like New York City and all that, I have not been to. I really would like to go visit. I really want to go visit my brother from another mother who lives in Vermont, but trying to get up there is crazy. Yep, these people, and it's crazy there. Cleaning the place for a 10-minute. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they would always make us like the week before. We had to, keep like Clorox wipes at our desk and make sure everything was, written down. Yep, Marine celebrated 250 yesterday. Thank you, April and all. God bless our troops, unless we forget the fallen. That's right. Also, check out Netflix Marines docuseries. Well, I don't have to check it out. My grandfather and my uncle were Marines, so kind of know everything. By the way, check out our merchandise shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. By the way, I got to upload season 4 logo. Actually, it's supposed to be changing. I was trying to wait. No, actually, what we're going to do is I think we're going to keep I think we're just going to cycle back through the Orville. I am going to continue Star Trek on Saturday nights, but I'm also looking to add a comedy night. So I don't know if that's going to be Fridays or not. But if you guys got comedy movies, email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. I'll be more than happy to, you can totally bet there's going to be Mel Brooks. There's going to be the Farrelly brothers. There's going to be the Zucker brothers, Jim Abrams. There's going to be Rush Hour. Those were funny movies. Naked Gun movies. No, sorry. That's not comedy. I don't, Tim? Oh, yeah? Yeah. They do that at my mom and dad's. No, actually, they've changed since they got a new president at the university. Why? Okay, John, I'm going to bring something to your attention, and I didn't want to rant. Do you know that Kash Patel is Hindi? Do you know that Dr. Oz is Muslim? Don't get me started on Mandami, okay? He's awesome. So there we go. I have never seen those films. What? You've never seen a porn? Okay. Like, I believe that. Okay. Cool. So I'm sorry. This country was founded on freedom of religion. So get over it. Pam Bondi is Scientologist. There we go. Yes. Sure you have. Just the clips, huh? Your favorite ones? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Thank you, FKHC 2005, John the Beagle Dad, Sentai Ranger, Donnie, Connie Cleary, Michael Morris. Who else was here? Anybody lurking? Just fine. Would rather you talk on the chat than lurk. Everybody over on TikTok. Wow, look at that. Holy shit, 46 this whole time. That's great. Oh, I love that. That's actually a really funny one. Tell you what? What am I supposed to tell you? I'm supposed to tell you something. Oh, Blues Brothers. Yes. Anything SNL related will be on comedy night. Absolutely. And who was over here on Instagrammy? Hello, Julia Green, 1450. So thank you all so very much. You all have a wonderful day. And if you have any questions, concerns, if you're in the Sci-Fi Mombie DM group, let me know. Otherwise, email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. Oh, well, I know that the Happy Time Murders was actually between the Henson kids and Melissa McCarthy. Look it up. All right, guys. I will see you all later. Later, party people. Weekly show that started it all will return Sunday nights beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. I host a show Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, 10 p.m. Central European Time called the Galactic Café. Bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack. Bring a beverage of your choice because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and let's talk mostly about sci-fi. I host a show 5 times a week called Sci-Fi Mombie Studios. On Monday nights, it's Animation Domination Mondays. So join me at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. Thursdays in the studio is dedicated to the Orville, Seth MacFarlane's amazing show. And me and the panel with Dark Helmet, JRC 99 US, Alicia AVP, Jack Beers, and Miss Connie Cleary. We have such a great time reviewing all 3 seasons of the Orville plus the comics. So join us at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Central European Time. I also, on Saturday nights, have a triple threat. We start with the Muppets at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Central European Time. Later on Saturday nights, we are watching Star Trek, the original series, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Central European Time. And it's back! Saturday Night Live returned in October. So come join me beginning at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Central European Time. When Ted Season 2 returns, because it's in post-production right now, so will we on Wednesday afternoons. And if Mission Log the Orville Talking Ted returns, we will watch that as well. So watch our social media. We've added 2 new shows to the Sci-Fi Mombie lineup. Sci-Fi Mombie found what? And Sci-Fi Mombie didn't burn it. So watch our social media for updated episodes and scheduling. Sci-Fi Mombie Studios and the Sci-Fi Mombie podcast and all of our shows will never, ever personally DM you for donations. Doesn't work that way. But there are 3 legitimate ways you could donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. Send us a cup of coffee at ko-fi.com. Help us with some tech gear and other things at Throne. And we also have Patreon memberships. They're $3 a month. Go to patreon.com/user?mark849723553. Scan those QR codes. Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media. We stream daily to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and TikTok. We're also on Patreon, Discord, Mastodon, Threads, Substack, IMDb Pro, Blue Sky, Pinterest, and Counter Social. And all of our handles are Sci-Fi Mombie. We have our own website at sci-fi-mombie.com. Send us an email. Check out our bio information. Check out our calendar of events. Look at Sci-Fi Mombie Security, how cute they are. And also sign up for our newsletter. So any improvements you think would help the website, email us, sci-fi-mombie.com. We have our own merchandise shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. David Cabiza drew our amazing original logo, and Dr. Omega has helped us warp it to all of our different shows. So we've picked a line of products that we thought that you would really, really enjoy. So slap one of these logos on there. Once again, sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. Y'all are amazing. We love you very much. And thank you so much for hanging in with us all these years. And welcome to season 4. And we are proud that you are along with us. So keep supporting us, keep watching. And as I always say, announce the Orville and later party people.
Cosmic haze, lights flash in neon blaze, retro rockets start to soar. Sci-Fi Mombie wants much more. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing dreams in a technicolor scene. Warp drive set, let's explore the stars. Sci-Fi Mombie, no matter where you are. Binary beats and signals hum. Space age stories, here they come. With quirky charm and cosmic flair. Sci-Fi Mombies everywhere. Ray guns pop and galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future bold. Sci-Fi Mombie breaking through the screen, chasing galaxies twirl. Mombie's mind is out of this world. Sci-fi vibes that never get old. Welcome to the future, bold.